Hello, and welcome to Nailed by Michael Henry. I'm your manicurist, Michael Henry, and today our client is Scott Evans, Selena Bach, Elliot Norris, Jay Rodriguez, Joel Kim Booster, Kevin McDonald, Manila Luzon, Mikey Angelo, Vincent.
And stay tuned for an exclusive offer from our sponsor, Closet and Me.
I would say my biggest fear is that when I go to a fast food restaurant and I go home, that I'm still hungry. That I eat my meal and I'm still hungry afterwards.
That makes sense.
But I've already left the establishment. That's why I like to eat all my food at the establishment.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good. I mean, it's unless it's bulking season. Yeah, that is. I could see how that's.
It's for me. It's always bulking season. Have you ever shucked an oyster?
Yeah, probably like once or twice. Usually they're shucked for me.
So you like it pre-shucked?
Yeah, but I do want to go to Whole Foods. They have the dollar oysters on Fridays, but they're unshucked.
I don't think I've ever seen a unshucked
it's
oyster.
Like, I mean, it's like you gotta get the knife, the flat blade, and like.
And you did it.
I haven't done it yet, but I want to.
If someone was like,
never craving oysters on a Friday,
You crave them on a Monday.
Sunday.
You like to start the week with an oyster.
You think so?
I get that. I mean, you give me that
I
vibe.
never really eat them.
I love oyster crackers.
Oh, those are good. Oh yeah, those. I haven't had those in a while.
I had them the other day.
In soup?
Raw. By itself.
Just by itself? You had a box of them?
You know what? I don't have to tell you everything. Today's sponsor of this very special episode of Nailed by Michael Henry is Closet. Closet is an LGBTQ-run company that aims at promoting self-love and acceptance. Closet and I are giving away free toys or gift cards to anybody that participates in my giveaway. All you have to do is click the link in the description. Closet has fabulous items like the Auto Douche. It has 3 different spray modes and vibrates as it's power washing your sugar walls. The Ultra Blow, which is a high-tech masturbator. It thrusts up and down and spins in 8 different speeds and is ribbed for your pleasure. And the P-Vibe Pro Flicker, which is one of the most advanced prostate massagers on the planet, with pleasure-enhancing beads, 9 modes of vibrating, and a wireless remote. Have you ever wanted your perineum massaged? Well, you will now with the P-Vibe Pro Flicker. Now head over to the link in the description to get your free toys or gift cards thanks to Closet and Me. What number do you think is higher? The amount of women you've been with sexually, or the amount of STDs you've had?
The number of women.
Interesting.
Actually, up and through Queer Eye, because I was like,
you didn't get any STDs doing Queer Eye?
No, I didn't learn about those until I moved to LA.
Well, hey, you gotta sometimes learn on the streets.
That's right.
Have you ever had somebody try to pick you up and say, "Ah, my back"?
No.
People successfully carry you.
People have successfully carried me. People only attempt. I think I'm right in the mid-range of like average height, average weight, and so like people only do it when they're confident,
So you're just as light/heavy as people would think.
Yeah.
Anybody ever say, call you the wrong name multiple times and you felt too embarrassed for them to correct them?
Actually, you know what's more common is that people will say, this is my friend Delina, she's from Russia, but I'm from Germany.
Okay.
But I will not correct them because I'm a people pleaser. I don't want to make them uncomfortable.
I used to go to a bar called Bordner's,
Uh-huh.
right off
I know
Hollywood.
Bordner's.
You know Bordner's?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, the bartender there, I used to go in every Saturday night after a show that I had at Second City, and he always called me Steve. And I felt too embarrassed to say my
Yes.
name's not Steve, because
Yeah.
he was also giving me discounted drinks.
Yeah.
So it's like, what am I gonna do? I would tell him my name's not Steve, and then he's gonna feel embarrassed, and then he's gonna charge me full price. What if
Right.
he charged Steve discounted prices and
Yes.
Michael full price?
Because do you think he was confusing you with a Steve?
I wasn't sure and I didn't want to gamble.
Yeah.
Do you have a safe space for gas?
Not always.
So sometimes you need to break wind in uncomfortable places.
Yeah, and there'll be times in bed where you think somebody's asleep, and then all of a sudden they'll shift, and you're like,
They heard me fart.
or they smelled it, like something horrible.
I fart anywhere, everywhere, all at
I
once.
wish I had people like that. And the thing is, when other people do it, I don't mind. I'm like,
I think
good for you. Who the fuck cares?
I think it's a character building.
I just wish there was a way to know what it was gonna be. Not necessarily sound, but like, is it gonna be like, is this one that I'm not gonna wanna do in front of people?
I ordered mirrors from Home Depot.
Oh, no.
And they came broken and shattered. So then I ordered another one.
What are you doing buying mirrors at Home Depot?
I have them for my gym. So if you...
How big are the mirrors?
They are 59 inches by 80 inches. So they're for a wall.
So
on a
that's how
gym.
many 8 inches?
Yeah. It's about the size of
It's like 6, 8 inch
8
dicks.
or 9 dicks in a row.
Whoa. Do you have a will?
I do. And I actually have a Google Doc, like a constantly updated living Google Doc of how I want my funeral to be, what songs I want to be played.
Does it change often?
It does change because my favorite game to play with people is I love to ask my friends at this moment in time, who would be in your wedding party? Like, who would stand up for you at your wedding? If you got married tomorrow, who would those people be? Like, let's say 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they're married already, I switch to who would be your pallbearers at this moment in time? If you died tomorrow, who's carrying the casket?
There we go.
And that is how, and it's sort of, it's like a recreation of my MySpace top 8.
Oh.
You know, like it's just on a Google Doc of like, who's up there right now? Who do I trust
Okay.
to carry the casket?
I like that. When is the last time a lie you told snowballed?
Oh, I know. I have a great story. When I was young, this is before I was on Drag Race, and I made a website for Manila Luzon. And on that website, I was like creating the character of Manila, and so I made a bio on my web page that described how I was born, or like where my parents met. And I made this like elaborate story about how my father was in the war and he crashed and he was like washed up on shore on some Philippine island, and my mother found him and nursed him back to health, and then they got separated, and then she immigrated to the States, and then she met him again, and then that's when they had me. And a reporter from the New York Times wanted to run a story about my life.
Oh.
And I had to tell her that it was
Fiction.
complete fiction. So,
And
but she still did
she
run.
did the
She did
story?
run a. She was still running the story, but like she couldn't use that part.
Actually, never had my nails done before.
You know what? Men love to say, I've never done this before with me.
Okay.
And it turns out they're actually really good at that thing that they said they never did. So we'll see.
So they're lying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're gay. Dust it off.
You're
You've been
gay.
the worst.
Would you say that you have more photos of dicks on your phone or landscapes?
I would say it's a 50-50, and sometimes there's like a nice meshing of both with a dick in landscape. It's just
I love that. Like a Windows 95 background with a dick.
Oh yeah.
I'm into
I
it.
dated once someone who had a foot fetish and who was into BDSM. And because I was like cool girling it, and I wanted to be like the girl who is like cool with it.
Chill. You
Yeah,
wanna be chill.
exactly. And then I was like, all right, what do you want me to do? And he was like, I want you to walk around in sneakers in the sun for the whole day without socks, and then I want to just smell them and jerk off. And I'm not kink shaming anyone. I'm like, do whatever.
He wanted you to get sun damage on your feet.
No, he wanted them to get
Right.
real sweaty.
But even still, could you imagine if you acquiesced to his kink and then you got some sort of liver spots on
Yeah.
your feet?
No.
You'd remember him forever.
Yes, I mean, I already do.
Uh-huh.
Because our brains are hardwired to protect us from memories that are too hard to keep in our bodies. So if
So
you
that-
have like a bad vacation, if you think back on it in 5 years, you'll think like, I had the greatest time.
I think that about guys from the internet
Yeah.
that I've done things with.
That what kind of things?
Would you rather loudly fart at the White House or silently shart at the Cheesecake Factory?
I'd never disrespect my temple that way.
The Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah. Crazy to do in a place that holds such goodness.
Right.
And if Trump was working at the White House at the time, I'd I'd shit on the walls, babe. Jackson Pollock.
See, now that's what I'm talking about.
Art.
Art. Would you still do it if Glad was watching?
If they cut the check, I would.
Anal things. And then it's
And
like...
so, like, in the moment, it was bad?
And then 5 years later, I message them and I'm like...
Let's do that again.
Let's do that again! And then I realize when they're doing something and I'm like... I'm getting like you know when you smell something from the past?
Or listen to a song or something.
It's like, whoa, it's all coming back to me. And it's
And
behind
so when
me.
you do anal again with them
Yes.
in that moment, it's like, oh.
Now it's
all
clicking.
coming back to me now.
I like that.
Well, I have never been called a BJ queen.
Because you don't think you're good? Bad reputation?
No, I just don't like intimacy in general, so there's not much opportunity.
Well, I don't know what kind of intimate BJs you think guys want. But no, I get a lot of notes on my BJs because they're too toothy.
Oh, still? After
Still,
all these years?
I think that it's
Do
kind of
you-
like my thing. That's what, you know how that Meryl Streep
Yeah.
would I say when she acts, you got to keep some things a secret for you as the actor. For me,
You
the
can be like,
secret is I doing the teeth thing for me.
You're gonna get a little toothy BJ
Exactly.
tonight, but I'm not gonna tell you that.
Some things you got to keep in your own inner
Yes.
monologue.
I think that's very smart.
Do you think anybody's ever put a curse on you?
That's interesting. Probably not yet.
In moments, I've wanted to put curses on people, and I thought, you know what? I might be too powerful, and I don't want to really do it.
Yeah, save it. Save it up.
Save
at
it.
least.
You probably...
Edge.
I'm edging my curses. And you probably only get 3 good curses. So you might as well make sure who you want to curse is deserving.
Yeah, but
major.
you can't take it with you, so make sure you get your 3 out.
I'm going to leave
before
my
you
curses
pass.
in my will.
Yeah.
Vodka. Just give me vodka.
Just anything vodka,
Just
like a
pour-
lemon drop.
No. Pour me vodka on ice. And I honestly, something that is sick that I'm getting into, vodka with water.
Like sparkling water?
Vodka water. Like, sometimes I like sparkling water, but the carbonation is not good for your teeth.
Right.
And my dentist says that my gums are receding.
Okay.
So, I think I put vodka, ice, water.
Oh no, it's just watered down vodka.
So you think I should just do it straight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add like a slice of cucumber or something.
Spa vodka?
Uh-huh.
When is the last time you wore a wig?
3 days ago.
Was it long, short, bob, pixie,
It was
crew
a
cut?
cute little bob. It was tight.
Okay.
It was a very tight little bob, but it was.
Did you
she
feel
was the
tight
moment.
wearing it?
I felt a little loose, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I didn't feel like it gave me the shine that I needed. I was going for an Edna,
Okay.
but I was getting a Sherry Shepherd. You know what I mean?
Sherry's a vibe. When is the last time you put something in your mouth and you're like, well, that tasted just like I thought it would?
I don't know. There's a lot of situations where I think
And it doesn't have to be food related.
yeah, it could be like a PP.
I put a lot of things in my mouth and I'm like, yeah,
It's
that
like-
tasted like what I thought.
I mean, I think a lot of penises taste like that. You know.
You think you think it's gonna taste like a penis and you're like,
It does taste like a penis, yeah. I think a clean washed penis always tastes like a clean washed penis, like post.
You like it to smell like Lever 2000.
like a post. Oh yeah, yes.
Like a peak gay experience for me was one Halloween being at a party and looking over and seeing my boyfriend's ex-boyfriend fingering my gay doctor on the dance floor.
That's gay core.
Yeah.
You gotta be you.
Yeah, and I heard that rich people don't close their blinds. And I'm not rich, but I like to think I'm rich, so I don't close my blinds.
You're manifesting it by being nude for people to see.
Yes, exactly.
And I appreciate that.
And I'm sure my neighbor does too. He's an older gay gentleman, so I'm pretty sure that he has no complaints.
Maybe you're making his life.
I know, actually, I am, because he used to live two apartments down, and then he moved
What if the people that used to live there be like, hey, Roger, you should move in there. You'll see a good view.
Well, usually it's me naked, but I'm like trying to stuff my dick into some tucking panties.
Got it.
And then trying on a dress.
Yeah. What did I ask?
Drugs sometimes can help, so why
I've
not?
never had a drug not help.
Okay.